please just tell me directly, without using any bullshit, how I reached my pinnacle and what the fuck is it? Welcome to the Redirect Podcast. I'm Abigail Freshley.
And I'm Emily Rojas. The Redirect Podcast is the show where we shift the conversation back to books. We discuss themes from some of our favorite books and how those themes show up in our real lived experiences.
On today's episode, we are recapping An Offer from a Gentleman by Julia Quinn and the recent adaptation of that book in season 4 of Bridgerton on Netflix.
Part 1. But before we do that, it's a mouthful. Before we do that, if you love the show, we would love for you to support us in a few really simple ways. First, please go on Apple Podcasts and or Spotify, leave us a 5-star review, and let us know that you love the show.
You can also follow us on Instagram, Blue Sky, and TikTok at Redirect Podcast. You can follow Emily on all platforms at Emily Rojas Reads, and Abigail on all platforms, Abigail on TikTok at Fabigail11 and on Instagram at Fabigail Insta. We need a more concise way to say all that.
You're talking about yourself in the third person.
Well, maybe they don't know who's talking. And
that's true.
If you really, really love the show,
we did introduce.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Okay.
If you really, really love the show, you can share it with a friend. Sharing our show with a friend is by far the best way to grow our community of book-loving nerds. And so excited to release this episode so that we can talk to our community about Bridgerton and they can know our thoughts and we can know their thoughts. I'm very excited about this.
I know. Me too. It's been so hard. Well, I kind of did reveal a little to you, but it's always so hard not to talk to you.
I saw your...
my review.
Your like January reading roundup, and you were So I do have like a slight spoiler that you said like against all odds, Benedict did charm you.
Yes,
which I feel gratified about. I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie because so I made you read the Colin and Penelope story.
Boo,
Colin. You didn't like it, and to be fair, on the look back, Colin is kind of a
still
bum.
Sucks. Yeah. Every time he showed up this season, not to spoil, but anytime I see him on my screen, I'm like...
But I was really cringing. I think you're going to like Benedict more. Yeah. But then when I was reading it, I was like, I wonder if there's still going to be some things she doesn't like about Benedict. Because he's an imperfect guy. Anyways, but I'm glad to know that you liked it more.
Yeah.
I feel satisfied in that.
As you should. So yeah, I liked it more. I liked it much more. I was wondering, what did I rate that? The last Bridgerton book. Probably like, I don't know. I just hated Colin so much. 3 stars. That feels right. 3 stars feels really right. Okay.
What did you rate An Offer from a Gentleman?
I gave it 4 stars. I still feel like...
Well, it's not a 5-star book.
No, and I'm not like a biggest historical fan. And also I find what's her name? Julia Quinn?
Julia Quinn.
I find her writing to be a little, I don't even know, immature or like amateurish compared to some other romance books that I like. But I really liked it. I was genuinely very charmed by Benedict and by Sophie and by their like...
Sophie's a really compelling character.
Yeah, she's great. Like, she's really interesting. So I was very charmed. And I loved the book. Like, so many parts of the book I really liked. And then...
Okay, good.
That's the book.
All right, where should we start? Should we start with the book? Like, our thoughts on that, and then the show, and then the comparison?
Yeah, I think so. I hope you have good notes, because I'm looking at mine and I'm realizing these are incoherent.
Well,
so
I don't really have notes on the book. I do have notes on the show.
Let's just do like a general overview of the book and then go more in depth on the show. That feels
let's do that then.
Okay. Great.
So in the lineup of the Bridgerton books, this is book number 3. So this is let's just go straight to the comparisons from the show.
Yeah.
So comparing to the show, this story is a little bit out of order. And I actually really liked that change because
Me too.
In the book, there's like a big time jump. It's like Benedict and Sophie have this meet cute at the masquerade ball. And then like years later, they like reconnect again. Yeah. So I liked that they didn't do that.
Yeah. I did like that there was no time jump, but I do feel like, we're just talking about the show now. I've seen a lot of people really confused, like, how did he not recognize her? I do think that makes a little more sense if it's been 2 years, like, since you've seen her at all. Because you have this, like, image in your mind, and you're like, I can't quite remember the details.
Yeah. And also, like, this is just one of those things you have to suspend your disbelief, or at least I do. But, like, I never really get it. Like, oh, you can't tell what someone looks like if they're wearing something over their eyes. Come on, bro.
Right.
It's not like
I mean, to be fair,
crazy.
I might not. I feel like I'm really bad at recognizing people anyway, so I do get that. But if you're like this obsessive where he's drawing her in pretty exact detail, and it has only been like a few weeks or months or whatever, I do understand that that's confusing. I feel like that makes a little more sense when it's been 2 years, but I also liked that we already know in the show that Penelope is Lady Whistledown because he can kind of like talk to her more and like use her to manipulate things more, which is fun. I thought that was a fun addition.
And I like that change, and I get why you have to do it in the show because from the first season of the show, they're really building up this mystery of like who is Lady Whistledown, and you can really only ride that for so many seasons before you're like, because the audience knows who Whistledown is, but not the rest of the characters. So I liked that. What is your opinion about like love at first sight in books and TV? Because I don't know if it was quite love at first sight, but like pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine it for myself, but I do kind of like it. I mean, it's kind of like One Day in December, which we just read. Very similar kind of vibes. Like you see someone and then you spend all this time looking for them. Yeah, I really like it in this because I like that he falls in love with Sophie for real as well. So I like that because it's okay, we had this initial connection and I also fell in love with you as a person.
When I didn't know who you were.
And so I like that how it works in this. I don't probably always like it, but this I liked. So
yeah, and he has the whole thing of like, I'm falling in love with Sophie, but I still have this other girl in my mind. And it was Sophie. Like, you really are that girl. Like, imagine your man being down bad for you as two different people.
Yes. Should we recap the plot for people who have no context?
Yes. Let's do that.
Okay, great. Do you want to?
Sure.
I feel like you're good at the recaps.
Sure. Okay. So Benedict Bridgerton, son number 2 in a family of 8 siblings that are noble and rich and part of the gentry in 1850s London. And he is the second son, and he's kind of known as just one of the Bridgertons, and it causes a little bit of an identity crisis for him.
Sure.
And his mom is really pressuring him to get married, and she is throwing a masquerade ball, and he is kind of a rogue. He's a little bit rakish. He's out in these streets, just, kind of slutting it up, being a hoe. And he doesn't really like society events because he's not really seen for who he is. He's more seen as just like a member of this family, and it kind of sucks. Anyways, he's at this masquerade ball. From across the room, he sees this lady in silver who's wearing a silver dress and a silver demi mask. And he's like, oh my God, who is that baddie? Well, that baddie is Sophie. And Sophie is the byblow of an earl. But he got married to another lady who had 2 daughters, and very much Cinderella, wicked stepmother, like, really didn't like her. So when her father passed away, she treated her like a common housemaid and basically enslaved her. And the housekeeper was like, I'm going to help, like very, very Cinderella style. Yeah. You're going to have this one night. Yeah. So she goes to the masquerade ball. She tells Benedict asks her to dance. She says she can't dance. So they go to a private terrace and they chat it up a little bit. She's very like withholding about her identity, won't say her name or like really mention any identifying details. And when the clock strikes midnight, much like in Cinderella, she has to go back to her carriage, go back to her house, but she leaves behind a single glove that is embroidered with her grandmother's initials because her grandmother had a bunch of old clothes up in a trunk in the attic. And this is like the one identifying detail that Benedict might have to find his mysterious lady in silver. Of course, time goes by. He's not able to do that, though he has a few hints about who it might be. And in the meantime, Sophie is kicked out of her home and ends up working as a servant in the countryside outside of London. A few years later, Benedict is out at a party in the countryside at the Cavender's house. And he sees Sophie there being harassed and nearly assaulted by the son of the home. He steps in to rescue her. And in rescuing her, he's like, I'll find you a job in London. So they get in his carriage. They're riding away. A storm strikes up. this is like old timey, so people are really susceptible to getting colds when it rains.
Apparently, like immediately.
I don't know, like literally immediately. Like it rains and they're like, oh my God, I live in fuck-ass rainy England, but I'm immediately getting a cold. And so they have to stop at his cottage, which is a mansion. And she has to save him from death. And basically over this time, he falls in love with her. She falls in love with him. And then he asks her to be his mistress because he's like, this is the most that we could have. And she says no, because her mom was a mistress and she had a horrible life as a byblow. And then chaos ensues. They go back to London. She ends up working for the Bridgertons. They have this like tension, yearning relationship. And it is eventually revealed to Benedict that Sophie was the Lady in Silver. And then Violet Bridgerton, his mom, hatches up this whole scheme to basically like reverse blackmail her stepmother, like reinstate her to society. And Benedict and Sophie are able to make an actual match and get married.
Yeah.
The end.
That was great.
And did I miss anything?
No. I feel like you nailed it. That's the main things.
Yeah, that's the main things.
Yeah.
There were some good changes, I think, in the show.
I agree. I like a lot of the changes.
I think the changes were good because there are moments in the book where you're like, Benedict.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
also feel like Sophie is more like, in the book, she can be a little like naive. And I mean, this is just probably typical of like this type of genre, whatever. But like, she's very like virginal. Is that the word? Virginal. Thank you. And like pure and naive. And like, I like how she has a lot more agency, it feels like, in the show, despite her like status. It just feels like she's a little like, even that scene at Cavender's house where she is like about to be assaulted and she's actually saving another girl in the show. Instead of in the book, they're like, she's like, help me.
I need to be rescued. But yeah, in this situation.
And like, she still did need to be rescued, but it's because
she
she was trying to help someone else and just has a little bit more, I don't know.
And in that scene, one thing I really liked was the change from the book. Because in the book, Benedict's like, oh, I'm gonna have to go save this girl. Like, I can't overlook this. And he did the whole thing where you hear his mental monologue. It's like, well, I have sisters. And it's like,
yeah, okay.
Well, that's your only excuse for caring that a woman's about to get assaulted is that you have a sister.
Yeah.
Like, I get, like, whatever. It's forgivable, but I liked how in the show, he just was immediately like, don't you ever lay your hands on a woman like that again. You know, like, that's way sexier.
Yeah, totally. And then he gets hurt, which makes more sense than getting a fever immediately from rain. Like, he gets cut up pretty badly.
Yeah, he gets a cut up wound, which I liked that change.
Yeah.
I also forgot that canonically, Benedict is bisexual or pansexual or whatever. Yeah, in the show, not in the book. And
he's
I was like,
everybody.
Oh.
And you know what? I get it. Because he not my type at all.
Town bicycle.
But he is so charming. Like, I just feel like charmed by him. Like, I'm just like, I get it. I would probably, because you do. Like, I get it.
He's like a soft boy, you know? So like Antony, like, for instance, he was like, oh, I have the whole world on my shoulders. I have my whole family. Like, I have all this responsibility and I feel so tightly wound, whatever.
Right.
And Benedict feels more like misunderstood.
Yeah.
And the people who seem to understand him a little bit are like, oh, this like rake, you know, he's so rakish. He's so like, he sleeps around. Like, there's rumors about him and he has all these like, you know, all these people that he sleeps with.
They are true. The rumors are true.
Right. But he's really like this soft.
He's soft. Yeah.
Soft, sweet. And like when he's around Sophie,
gentle.
That side comes out, because that was one of my notes I had, was that he, is so like chaste with her for the most part in the show version. Like, he's obviously such a rake, but he's so gentle and chaste and soft with her because she brings out this like ooey gooey side of him, which I really liked.
Yeah, I like it too. And it feels like he just wants someone to like know and love him for who he is instead of like his name. And so it makes sense that he's just like, I don't care. Nobody actually wants to get to know me. So I'm just going to go be this person because it's easier and not try to actually marry anyone.
She doesn't even really seem to care that he's a Bridgerton, because to her, it's like, well, I'm never going to be able to marry a real noble person anyway. So,
and the part that she cares about is like his warm, loving family. Like, she doesn't care about the status. She's like, I always wanted brothers. Like, this must be, there's like a scene, I think in the book, I don't think this happened as much in the show, but she sees all the siblings together and she's like, oh, you guys care for each other so much. Like they're arguing, but she says like, oh, you guys just really love each other. He's like, what are you talking about? We're fighting right now. But she's like, no, I just always dreamed to be a part of a family like this. And that's really nice because it's like, it has nothing to do with their wealth or their house or like the things they have or their name. It's all just like, I want to be a part of this family, even if it's just for working for them. I don't want to stop being a part of this family because they're just so warm and loving. And like you have so many siblings to play with and like it's just nice. So I liked that too about Sophie.
Yeah, I really did too. She's very like headstrong, like she knows herself, you know, but she's kind of also a victim of her circumstances and just kind of like she wants to be seen too. It's like these two people who just want to be seen for who they are and not by their status, but like they're on two opposite ends. So, you know, she's in the servant class and he's a second son to a very noble family. So they both want to be seen for who they are outside of their class, which I thought was cool. And that's something that's explored more in the show, I think, than in the book. The whole thing, like the peek into the servant class life aspect of the show was really cool. Even
I like how they're
just
doing
Sophie.
That. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a smart like through line that they're doing in tandem with Sophie's story with her being a maid. But like, yeah, the Featherington's maid asking and the whole maid wars, which is in the book. But I like how they've turned it into this other thing of like, yeah, I'm not a part of your family and I can ask for more money because like, I'm not your family.
I'm not your family. Like I'm a person. This is my job.
I'm a human being. Yeah.
Yes. And like, one of the other changes along the lines of like the class discussion was when they're at Benedict's cottage, Mrs. Crabtree, instead of telling Sophie in the book, she's like, you need to like remember your place. Like you're not whatever she tells Benedict, you need to remember your place. You have this like power dynamic over her.
Yeah.
And it would be wrong of you to like abuse that.
She couldn't say no. Yeah.
She wouldn't be able to say no to you. So you need to not pursue things with her because like, so she totally flips it. And I loved that change in the show. I thought that was really, really good.
That's what I'm saying. I just feel like Sophie got a lot more agency in this of like the choices she's making and her understanding of the world and her a little bit of like, I don't know. Agency is the only word I can think of, but yeah, I like the Sophie and I really like the actress, how she's portraying her. She just feels like an even more compelling character than I thought she was already in the books.
Yeah. And I'm excited to see how they do the second part of the season too.
Me too.
So they'll have the other half drop at the end of February. Other notes I had about the show was that why is Cho Chang on my screen as a mother to adult children?
It's scary. It's scary.
That felt not okay to me.
Like, yeah, she probably was young when she had the kids. It's a different time.
The actress is 37.
But yeah, well, yeah, and her kids are like 20, so
yeah, I mean that makes sense timeline wise.
Yeah, so it's just concerning, but she's amazing. She's doing such a good job.
Yeah, she's really good.
She's like so evil looking, which is crazy because I feel like that's obviously all I know her really from is Cho Chang, and it's so different than her. So
with her little Scottish accent, I know.
Yeah, I know. So this has been great. Yeah, love her. Scary that we're old, but
yeah. What did you think about Rosamund and Posey, her stepsisters?
I like how okay, this is one of my beefs with the book. I didn't like Posey and like we're giving her a redemption arc. Like she was so complicit. I do feel like Posey in the show is a lot nice. Like she seems genuinely trying to help make things as much as she can, which is nothing, but
she's also someone who has like exactly zero agency.
Exactly. So
what is she going to do?
Yeah. But in the show, it felt like she just went along with things a lot more, or she was like not as warm. And then at the end, we're supposed to be like, oh, yay. You guys are free.
The show made Posey nicer. And what's her face? The other one. Rosamund. More evil.
Yeah. So I like that. Because I think it'll hopefully she still does get to leave her family and go live with the Bridgertons. Because I think that would be nice for Sophie to have someone.
Yes. At the end of your book, did you have the second epilogue?
Yeah, I did.
There's like a second epilogue about Posey. Yeah. And I'm like, I actually just want a book about Posey. I think she deserves her own arc.
She should. Yeah. Give her own arc.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah. I did also, one of my notes from the beginning, I just continue to love and have always loved, but Benedict and Eloise's relationship, which got kind of a front row seat in this season as well, because he's like, which again is a different thing that doesn't play out in the books, but he's like, you know, I'll pretend to be your chaperone if you help me try to find this lady in silver or whatever, and then I won't make you talk to any men. Like,
okay, mom is really trying hard to get us married off this year. Like, he's like, I don't want to marry. I only want to marry this one person. You don't want to marry anyone at all. Yeah. So like, let's cavort together.
Yes. So I really like that, and I just any scene they're in together, I find them, they play very convincing siblings. They feel like a real brother and sister who love each other a lot and who kind of seem to understand each other more than their other siblings who have so don't seem to understand them in the same way. So I like that dynamic between them.
Yeah. And I liked in the show, we see more about Hyacinth. I like Hyacinth as a character. She's so different from Eloise, and they're like building out that tension between them where it's kind of like a Meg March versus Joe March kind of thing.
Like, just because we don't want the same thing doesn't mean I'm wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that your dreams are better than mine. Like, supporting women, being a feminist means supporting women in whatever choice they make. Yeah. For their lives. And like, Hyacinth really she's really leaning into being a lady and like training up for all of that and like being in society and going to balls. And Eloise doesn't understand that because that's never been her thing. So I thought that was cool. The one thing I appreciate about the show is obviously like the book is going to be way more limited to the main characters of that story. Yeah. So we see more about their thought process, but in the show we get to see more about the other characters. So we have we have the maid side plot. We had the queen side plot. I was not that into.
Yeah. It's getting old. Like, okay, wrap it up.
Yeah. All right, Lady Danbury. But did you watch Queen Charlotte?
No.
Okay.
I have heard people like it. Like
the yearning.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So I understand.
To me, it's the best like male monologue of any of the Bridgertons.
Okay.
Including Antony.
Okay, I'll go watch it. I'll watch it before we record our next episode. Maybe.
And then we also had the Francesca side plot.
Yeah.
So spoilers ahoy, okay? Do you want to know what happens in the book?
I am aware of the discourse, so I do know what happens in the book.
Okay. So for those who don't know and want to know, here you go. Yeah. Francesca, like early in the series, like she has already gotten married and she's off in Scotland living with the Earl of Kilmartin, her husband. And she doesn't get a love story with him. That's not in the book, really. Her love story comes later after the Earl of Kilmartin has passed away. And then she has like a second chance at love with Michael, his cousin. The show has changed that to Michaela, his like sister or something.
I think it's still his cousin.
It's still his cousin. Okay.
Yeah. I thought that's what
And Francesca is having a hard time this season reaching her pinnacle.
I was like, you know what? The next time I'm writing something, I'm going to start slipping.
Okay, you're gonna censor me here, and that's fine, and I know that.
I'm probably gonna censor myself. Okay,
you're gonna censor me here, but
yep. It's just like I thought for sure. Okay, yeah, that's getting cut out. But I thought for sure. God damn it! I thought for sure that at some point they would stop calling it that. Like that was just going to be a euphemism.
We have to pick a different euphemism
like,
than pinnacle.
Pinnacle is so crazy. It's so funny. Oh god. And then like it made me depressed for Francesca and all the women. Every woman in the show.
You know what? It hit way too close to home because the lack of sex education. The lack of direct conversation with Violet was like about female anatomy. And I mean, you didn't watch the first season.
I did watch the first season.
Oh, you did?
You did? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The first season,
Daphne
same thing.
Doesn't even know how children are conceived.
Exactly. Yeah. And same in the last one with the Featherington girl who was like, something. I don't know what they were doing.
Right. I forgot about that. She was like,
same thing.
Oh, she thought sex happened like in your belly button or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Something weird.
Okay. Yeah, come on now. We got to talk to young women about their anatomy and
it's like I get it. We're in the time period, but like you guys, she's married now. You could be frank. You could be a little more frank.
And
she's somebody safer Please, someone save her.
Also, like, it is heavily implied that Francesca and John are both autistic.
Yeah.
Like, they probably really, I would put a lot of money on the fact that they really value direct and honest.
Exactly. She's begging
lack
people.
of euphemism. I don't
Please
want you to use a
stop
metaphor.
using metaphors.
I don't understand it. It's very hard for me to get.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Please just tell me directly without using any bullshit how I reached my pinnacle and what the fuck is it?
What's the pinnacle? God, it made me so sad for her. I'm assuming
one of the cliffhangers of the season is that Michaela shows up, jumps off her carriage, and Francesca's face is immediately like, oh, shit.
I get it.
Oh, I'm so scared because I'm so scared of being around her because I feel so confusing. And she's like, I just want it to be easy. And that's the thing, is she really likes John.
Yeah.
She feels comfortable around him.
And he's so sweet. He's so nice. And he seems to like understand and care about her a lot. And
I just don't think she's ever considered like when being with women as an option. She's just like, oh,
she's a woman.
This is a cozy,
only Benedict
comfortable
can
guy.
Kiss boys. Yeah. Yeah, correct. Men can do whatever they want in this world. The women, nobody will even have a conversation with them. Otherwise, they won't be married. Anyways, continue.
What did you think about the scene? This is outside of book canon, but they added in the scene where like Colin, Benedict, John, and then Mr. Mondrich were sitting around at the club and they were talking about mistresses. And Benedict said something like, well, Anthony had a mistress before Kate, because in that time, a mistress didn't just have to be someone you were cheating with. It could be like anyone that was not
a
suitable.
Kept woman.
A kept woman. Even if you aren't married.
Yeah.
And Colin is like, oh, that would never suit me or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
what a loser. You're right. Nobody's interested. Colin. Sorry.
I don't hate Colin the way that you hate Colin.
I know.
But you know what? I do think Colin is a flawed character. One thing I respect about him, though, in his character arc is that he was like, yeah, I don't like Penelope until one day he was like, oh, shit, I really like Penelope. I want to have sex with her immediately and then get married the next day.
Yeah. I don't respect that at all, actually.
I know.
But you know what?
He's a man who knows what he wants when he
knows what he wants eventually after he repeatedly insults the woman Derp.
I know.
Anyway, I get it.
The steamiest scene we got in this first part of the season was Penelope and Colin in the carriage.
That made me want to buy a gun again because I literally can't watch them. I'm just like full body cringe anytime I see them together.
We didn't really. I mean, I think maybe that's part of what's so good about this first half of the season is that Benedict and Sophie have been very off limits, right? There's like this building tension. They're not really like, and until the end, but even that was very brief. Yeah. Very, very quick. Everything is very forbidden and like the yearning is really
it's
like
building up. And I like this because in the book they do sleep. He like the hymen stuff. I can't deal with that in this freaking book. So I'm done with that. There was a lot of detail.
We need just pause on that. I think we like these women in the book need more education about their hymens. Correct. But I think also as a society we need more education about hymens because
why am I getting that?
It is not that it doesn't work the way that it appears it happens in books. That correct. There you go.
In this book, especially.
And if you need me to explain that to you, DM me.
She won't use any metaphors or euphemisms.
I will be fully uncensored by Emily, and she won't be able to bleep out what I'm saying.
Anyways, I liked that the first time they hook up, it is not in a way that could produce a child because that really bothered me in the book.
Oh, well, he was like, it might be too late for that, Sophie.
That really bothered me. That was the one thing, actually, that I'm curious what scene you thought would bother me. That's the one scene that did bother me. And it bothered me for her because I'm like, okay, you're not dumb. And this has been your, like, hill to die on. And now
you don't want to have a bastard child because you were a bastard child.
Exactly. And if you're going to go, like, obviously, hopefully, she doesn't get pregnant. There's no implication that she gets pregnant this time. Whatever. But my whole point is, like, I hate that it feels like she compromised herself, but then she won't just go beat his mistress. Like, if you already are willing to take the risk, like, just do it, Like, right. I don't like that.
Like, she is not, I mean, she's a maid, right? So, like, people in the servant class aren't kept so, like, like the information isn't so privileged from them, right? Because it's like it's implied that like she's probably seen the naked form like walking in and out of rooms to deliver towels and things like that.
They see a lot of stuff. Yeah, they stand guard
they're just
outside
not kept
the door.
From that
we'll
kind
get
of
to
information.
That. Yeah,
you know, like so. Yeah, like she probably it would have been more interesting if she had been like not like this, or you know,
yes,
totally
which I feel like is what happens
like
in the show more. So I liked that. I really liked that whole scene.
The part I thought you weren't gonna like was when he was swimming at the lake and she's like walking through the woods and she sees him at the lake, and then he's like, "No, you're not going anywhere. Like, you're not walking away. You're not going anywhere. Like, I'll follow you. I'll chase you down."
Yeah, I don't know. I like him. What I don't actually mind the like dominating guy that appears in these books. I didn't like Colin because he was specifically physically violent with Penelope multiple times in the books. Not to like punching her, but like I didn't like him grabbing her or like forcing her to drink the champagne or shoving her in a closet. Benedict doesn't ever really lay a hand on her, so I don't mind that he has a little anger problem as much. It's like it was more he's like not throwing her around. Like
I think it could be read that way. I think it can also be read a different way, which is like, I'm not going to let you just like run away from your feelings right now. Yeah. You're going to stay here and you're going to talk to me about it. We're going to have
Which I also understand because Benedict at this point isn't thinking about them. He does kind of think of them as equals at that point in the book. And I feel like even in the show, like he likes her. And
she's the one who keeps on being like, "No, I'm a servant. No, I'm a servant."
He's like, "Please call me Benedict. Don't call me Mr. Bridgerton. Like,
you're a guest at my house."
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah, I liked it because I felt like it was more flirty than, like, mean.
Yes, but then there's the disappointment where he's like, "You deserve better than this, than being a servant in my mother's house. Come away with me and be my mistress."
But I get it. And I feel like let's get some media literacy, people, because the whole season, part 1, and in the book, but, like, I've seen a lot of discourse about the show, he's been... like, they've been planting these seeds in his mind where it's like, you cannot have a relationship with her. And then they're talking about mistresses. And a lot of guys have a woman that they actually love and then they have a wife. And that's very common. Like,
sometimes
it's not presented as a bad thing. Yeah.
You marry in your class and you sometimes don't love in your class.
Yeah. So just do what everybody else is doing and what is presented as a normal part of your society, that you would have a wife you don't love and have him. Like, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what's been put into his head.
A lot of wives, like a lot of society wives, kind of know that their husbands have mistresses.
Yeah. They're probably happier, some of them. Because have you met Colin?
Because some of them don't like their husbands. They also married their husband. Like, they just kind of want to be left alone.
There's not a lot of agency in this world.
It's more like whom you can be partnership.
With. Yes. And especially these women, they don't even know what they're getting into. Nobody's talking to them. So they're just married off one day later. And then all of a sudden, they have this guy here all the time. Like, you know. So... I don't care about that. And I feel like we need to calm down. And Benedict is not ruined for me because he asked her to. I think he's doing what he feels like he has to do. And in the book, it's also like implied that he's kind of holding space for the Lady in Silver to be his actual wife.
Yes.
But he doesn't want to lose Sophie, which I'm not saying that's great, but like he's in love with her. Like, what's the problem?
And like, spoiler for the second half of the season.
Yeah.
The one other thing that kind of put me off a little bit on the reread this time was whenever he sees her with the scarf over her eyes playing with the kids, and then he realizes that she's a Lady in Silver, and then he's like mad at her.
Yeah, I assume they'll change that.
Do you think you would be mad that she like deceived you?
I was trying to like put myself in Benedict's shoes in that moment because I didn't like it that much. I didn't like how he like kind of cornered her and was screaming at her and whatever in the book. I again assume they will change that. Just based off how they changed Colin. But I think, like, I don't know. Maybe I would be a little mad because he has been looking for her all this time. And it feels like a lie. It feels like you knew I was looking for you and you didn't say anything. So
yeah, you knew I was looking. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I think Sophie is not in the wrong, but I do think I understand him being upset or like hurt or whatever. Like, why did you lie to me? Or why didn't you just tell me And I understand her, like, it would have made it harder. But it's like, well, you already slept with him. So, you know, again, at that point, I do feel like maybe you could have told him.
So what are you looking forward to in part 2?
Everything. I'm looking forward to see how it resolves, because it feels like they've cut out the, like, dowry thing.
Yeah, they did change that. They cut out like more of the legal stuff. I mean, like the conditions for why Araminta actually let her stay. So like at the end of the book, she ends up like in jail, and then like Violet has to intervene. So I think the whole ending is definitely going to change.
I do think that's going to be different. I imagine that it's going to be found out through maybe like Posey coming to tell her that he did leave her a large sum of money, and like not just the dowry, that he left her, you know, part of his estate or something, so she can make her way into society that way. That's what I would imagine. Yeah,
or maybe there's going to be some sort of like servant class arc where like the new housekeeper for Araminta, who left the Featheringtons, Mrs. Vandy or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe they're going to do something to expose the truth. I feel like that could be truth. And that might be like a win for the servants.
I do like how the boy servant from her old place is like showing up now, and like I like how, because that did kind of bother me too. I feel like she's like, oh, I'm not like other girls, I shouldn't be a servant, forget my old life, you know what I mean, at the end of the book. Like, wait, no, but I would be like
chilling with the homies, like these are her
I
homies.
like that. Yeah, I like that change about Sophie's character, and I think that I imagine in her like new position of power she might make some changes. But I love that I want a whole season of like the behind the scenes of the Bridgerton house, because all those scenes are so fascinating.
I want a whole spin-off just about the servants and their drama.
Yes.
I know. I was like, dude, the tea of being, we didn't even discuss Lady Bridgerton and
Can we talk about her? I'm ready to talk about her.
Yeah, so she has a whole, this is totally extra to the book canon, but she has like a romance with Lady Danbury's brother. And she asks her housekeeper to like organize a nighttime tea, get everyone out of the house so that she can get down by her man.
I was so desperate to know, what are the vibes? Like, is that allowed? I guess she's like a widow. Like, who cares? Is it like widows can do whatever they want? It's not as improprietary.
I don't think she's going to get married. Doesn't matter. I think like that's like, they understand that they're not going to get married to one another.
Yeah. So they can just have this.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know.
It's just fascinating to me. But yeah, the whole like,
I mean, she can't get pregnant.
Things that they see. Yeah.
I'm assuming she's postmenopausal, so it's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Good for her. Good for her.
Like, no, she deserves it.
Yes.
Like, girl, it's been like 17 years since your husband passed. I think it's okay.
I think it's okay. And also, I forget what Mr. Bridgerton looked like, but I know that what she's dealing with now is better. There's no way.
He is a fine piece of man.
He's so good looking. So
you know what I said?
Good for her. What?
I was like, he kind of looks like straight Karamo.
He kind of does.
He looks like straight Karamo.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good for her. But yeah, I want a whole spinoff of the bells that ring and
even from the beginning, before Sophie was introduced, like there's a scene where like they're all chilling in the sitting room or whatever, and like the servants are on the wall and they're all kind of talking about, oh yeah, your baby's so cute when you don't have to take care of it. I'm like, yes, give me more.
Yes, I would. I want
to just like look in. Someone write this fan fiction where I just need to start writing my own fan fiction, because I keep on having these. I'm gonna be honest.
I do think you need to start.
Keep on having this good
I'm at my max.
But like, you look into the room, you're fly on the wall, and you're like hearing the servants like talk mad, like talking mad shit about all the kids in the house, and like what a little bitch Hyacinth is, and like, oh my god, did you see what Eloise needs to cut those ass bangs and all this. But you know what, the reason Eloise has those bangs is because she's supposed to be 20. That's and fair. The actress is like 36, and she has deep forehead lines.
That's fair. So I was gonna say it's so they can glow her up when it's her season, but that's a good point as well.
I'm also so interested to see what they do with her.
Me too.
Because her love story in the books is that she's like becomes pen pals with this guy who's like a widower, and he has 2 kids, And like she goes out to like visit him to be like, okay, let's see if I should get married to you. And she ends up basically being like he's like stepmommy vibes. I don't know. It was a little weird. So I'm interested to see if they're going to do 2 lesbian seasons, because she gives lesbian a little bit.
They won't. Me. She does. I did have that note very beginning. Why did we not make Eloise a lesbian? But I know people are really have a lot of feelings about Francesca.
Yeah.
I mean, don't care about your feelings.
I am so glad I'm not. Like, I keep on seeing people be like, "Oh, there's this discourse." I have not seen any of it.
Good for you.
And I think that's because they know I have nothing to do with it. I personally love gay people. And I love when people are gay in media.
Yeah. And I think like it doesn't, I don't know. I haven't read the book, obviously. So anybody who cares about this a lot is not going to care about my opinion. But I don't feel like it doesn't mean she doesn't care about John if she's a lesbian. No. Like it doesn't mean that she's going to not be sad when he dies. And I feel like she
still loves him.
There was a lot of tenderness there. And like,
they have like a deep
I was
friendship.
Actually surprised by how much, because of all the discourse I've seen. I thought that there would be nothing, but like they have a really meaningful relationship. And so like, are you not sad when your friends die? Like that you love a lot? Like that's crazy.
Like, she deeply trusts him. She feels seen by him.
Yes.
Like that's why they got together in the last season. Cause she was like, oh, you know, being in society is really stressful for me.
Yeah.
But being around you makes me feel really calm and I feel seen. Like that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't cheapen anything.
I'm excited about it.
Just because she can't reach her pinnacle.
And Michaela seems awesome. So like, I'm really happy about this for everybody involved.
And I get like these Bridgerton people are freaked out for people of color. They minus Colin, but like everybody else is
why he's the worst.
Freaked out.
And I get it, because everybody in the show pretty much
they're like,
is hot.
No more. All of our kids are going to be mixed race or redheads.
We are changing this bloodline.
We're going to have either redheads or people of color. Yeah, that's it. We're done.
Yeah. And as they should, period.
Also, speaking of like mixed race children, did you see like in the part 2 trailer, we get a Canthony scene?
I did see that.
With their baby.
I need them. I need them to show up.
Talk to me about John. It is not far enough.
God.
No. No, the scene where he smells her as she walks by.
Or when their pinkies reach out. They walk past each other. That's crazy.
I am so freaked out by when people touch pinkies and like historical romances.
Because it's like, I get it, actually. I do understand. I understand because you can see nothing. And then you see a pinky, or you like brush a hand and you take a glove off, and why is it like so beautiful? I don't know. I loved it.
I know. I can't.
An ankle, a flash of leg. Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go rewatch season 2.
He was so down bad for that woman,
and I get it. That's what I'm saying. Everybody in the show is too hot.
Jonathan I understand. Bailey, you deserve sexiest man alive.
He deserved it. That's the first time I've agreed with anything in my life that was an election. Yeah. I did also I liked at the river. Sorry, I'm just making sure I've mentioned everything in my notes.
I know we went so out of order.
We did.
Listeners
but
are probably
I hope
like,
you guys
"Oh
are
my
having
God."
Fun. I liked by the river where he. Well, actually, before this, my note was he should definitely not be swimming in the river with an open wound. Dude is going to get sepsis combined with what must be an amount of STDs, because he is. In the show, he's, I think, more promiscuous than is portrayed in the books, or I'm just missing subtext, because he's going a little crazy.
Chlamydia.
Like this is old times, you know.
Like oh my gosh, he started the AIDS epidemic. Like he was patient zero.
Anyways, I liked when they're at the river and she's like, well, they're going back and forth, and then she says, "I cannot help but notice you." I was like, I'm literally like, I was just screaming, like, so happy. I love them. Their little banter.
And she's so pretty.
She's so pretty. Yeah.
Her skin, like just the creaminess. This it's like her skin is glass.
She convincingly looks much younger when they have that funeral scene, because her skin is so beautiful. Like you believe that she's a teenager in that scene.
She's gorgeous. Yeah. Perfectly cast. I'm excited about it. I'm glad that you like Benedict. I'm glad we could redeem this a little bit for you.
Yes.
Based on like the data points I now know about you with the series, I would say skip Francesca's book.
I'm much more interested in the show version of that.
Hyacinth and Gregory both have great books.
Okay.
They're both really good. Gregory,
you'll probably force me when those seasons come out 20 years from now when we're still doing the podcast.
in 2038 when we get Gregory season. Although I do love Gregory. We got a little bit of Gregory.
I know.
And he's such a cutie. And I am so pro. His season ends up being so super, super, super cute. And Hyacinth too. So
maybe I'll read them.
Yeah.
Perhaps. Yeah, I can't wait. I'm really excited for part 2. Genuinely, like I couldn't stop. Oh, my other note. I love Benedict and his slutty little deep V necklines. Why is he always wearing such a deep V?
He's always wearing like the billowy, like linen, like Mr. Darcy shirts.
Good for you, man. Yeah,
he knows.
I get it. He knows his look.
Also, they're like breeches. Like when he gets out of the lake and he puts those pants on,
and they're all up high,
and they're all like high waisted.
Hello? Let's bring back men's fashion.
Let's
deep
bring back
high waist.
Like, this is like pre them having zippers, so they had to like do like a ton of buttons. I think that's right.
Benedict knows what's up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he knows how to dress.
My other note is not fit to print, so I'm gonna.
What is it?
It just says in all caps. 30,000. Dude. That was crazy, and I loved it so much.
Okay, wait, there's one other thing I thought of, too, which was I saw someone on TikTok was like, when Anthony gets back from India from his extended honeymoon, and he looks in the ledgers and, like, the family accounting books, and he just sees a bunch of drawings of, like, Sophie.
He's gonna be so mad.
Oh, Benedict is like tanking the family finances. Like he's like,
let's get the maid's POV of that argument between, because I know they're not going to show it, but Anthony and Benedict like having it out.
You didn't take a single note. You just kept drawing pictures of I could have asked.
You
Colin.
Erased my 20 years of ledger.
Oh my god.
Eloise would have done a better job.
Eloise would have done a way better job.
She would be like, see it, I could be a man.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, you know what would be so great? I want like a scene where Eloise is wearing pants.
Oh, you're right. They need that.
She would look so good.
They need that. I need that.
She would look so good. And like, and that was my other note.
Free her.
Okay,
free her.
Gosh, we're all over the place. But okay. I liked in the book when Sophie was at my cottage and she had to wear men's clothes.
I wish
they had kept that, because I feel like that also kind of like makes her a little bit more vulnerable. Like, makes her situation a little bit more intimate. Like she's wearing his clothes.
Yes,
but
I missed that. I get it, but I didn't.
I get it, but whatever. Anyways,
I'm so excited. I loved it.
Yay! Too good. Should we talk about what we've read recently?
I would love to.
Okay. I have like one thing of note, so I can share that.
Go for it.
It is also a historical fiction.
Yes.
And so
I stopped watching your recent TikTok when you started talking about this, so I could hear it for the first time.
Oh, good. Okay, so this book is called Ladylike by Mackenzie Lee. The tagline of this book is "In need of a husband, in want of a wife." So it is two gals who are in the London season, and they are also big class divide. They are in need of making a match. And I don't want to give too much away about the circumstances of why they both need to make a match, but they both need to make an advantageous match. And they both have their sights set on this Duke who is out looking for a wife this season. And they start off as rivals competing for his affection and end up falling in love with each other.
Love it.
And they're girls and they kiss. And it's called Ladylike by Mackenzie Lee. I feel like if you like Bridgerton the show, but you don't like Bridgerton the books, you would like this book, because it really bucks convention. It like challenges a lot of like of the historical accuracy. Like, yes, it's still 1850s London. Yes, they still can't be like outwardly lesbians, but like the rules around it are like a lot looser. It's a way more vibes based, and the characters are incredibly lovable. And it was just a lot of fun. It was a romp. So highly recommend. And I think you would like it. ladylike.
Okay, yeah, that sounds really good. I'm in need of. I've been thinking
it sounds kind of like that. What's that book with the Taylor Swift title?
Don't Want You Like a Best Friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that. Where it's like, it's not really, like, I think for you, you're like, I don't care about the historical accuracy if the historical accuracy is going to make you shove a woman into a closet.
Exactly.
This is like, look, you're really going to have to stretch the bounds of your imagination. Like, if you love historical accuracy, this one's probably not for you. But, like, it's just fun and Regency era and lesbians.
Love it. I'm going to put it on hold as soon as we stop recording.
Great.
Okay.
What about you? What have you read?
So we talked about this off pod, but to close the loop for everyone who's, I'm sure, on pins and needles, I did read One Day in December. And
no, we talked about that on the podcast, didn't we?
No, we just texted about it.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't wait, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I really liked it. I told you I thought the pacing was a little weird. Like, not to spoil too much, but yeah, the ending was just rushed. And I was wondering, I was trying to be analytical. Like, am I too deep on AO3 where there would have been one, maybe two full chapters of them, like, doing it nasty, like, after the end? You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think there's but I did feel like, okay, she was in a relationship with someone for, like, a really long time, and then the end confession, and, like, that's only a few chapters, and then they kiss, and then it's just bam, over. So I wish there was a little more of, like, because at the end I even found myself wondering, like, are they gonna even make this work? Like, they both seem like they have their issues. Yeah. Really, and I don't need an epilogue. I just need them, like, maybe to go on a date or something. Like, I don't know.
It feels like she got this concept from the scene in Love Actually where the guy is like he's holding the signs, and she was like, I want to make that happen for them. Like, how do I make it happen? And then she just kind of got to the end and was like, big romantic gesture, and I'm out of gas.
And it's over. But I really like I like the concept, and I love, like, a story that takes place over a long period of time. So I like that. And I really liked the female friendship as well. I thought it was really nice. So
yeah, and the way she navigates it, that was, like, skillful. Yeah. I think.
Me too. I was stressed.
I was stressed too.
What I've actually read is, I actually read that, but something new. I read Crash Test by Amy James. And
okay, this is on my hold list.
Okay, I really don't know if you're going to like it, but I'm going to talk about it. Okay. I feel similarly to this about, like, Heated Rivalry, which obviously you did end up liking, but it's one of those where I'm like, I don't know if you'll like this or not, but I'm going to tell you about it. Anyways, this follows Travis Keeping is our original. It's dual perspective, but we start with his perspective. And he is a Formula One racer, which I know next to nothing about. It doesn't come up very much in the story. So don't worry if you're like me and you don't know anything about it. But he, the first chapter, he, like, gets done with a race. He's kind of not happy with his performance, but he did okay. So he's, like, thinking about how he's going to do better in the next round. I don't know how this works, but whatever. He's trying to, like, qualify for something. And, he's doing, like, the media after the race, and the reporters start kind of, like, chattering, and he's like, what's going on? What are you guys talking about? And they're talking about a fatal accident in Formula 2 where someone is dead on the scene. A couple drivers have been, like, airlifted to the nearby hospital, and then a couple are okay, like, we're cleared, but nobody knows who's who yet, obviously, because they contact the families first and whatever. So in Formula 2 is his secret boyfriend of over a year. And he was driving in that race, Jacob. And so he doesn't know if he's the one who's died. He doesn't know if he's been airlifted to the hospital, and he doesn't know if he's fine. And also nobody in their life knows.
This is like the scene in The Long Game, but, like,
correct. It is just like that.
Like stretched.
Yes. The whole thing. And so nobody knows. None of so Travis doesn't really have any family or, like, close friends. So nobody in his life knows. And Jacob's family is very homophobic and, like, religious, and so they don't know. None of his friends know, but, like, all of Jacob's stuff is in Travis's hotel room. They were, like, together the night before, and so it's this, like, extended thing of, like, I mean, yeah, I imagine, unfortunately, this is probably a really common experience for some queer people, especially, like, I think about, like, the AIDS epidemic and stuff, where you can't be by your partner's bedside, and he has to think, like, is it worth outing him? to his family if this is the last chance I get to see him, or like,
oh my gosh,
so it's very angsty. Again, like, I think people aren't perfect. I think you might actually like this, but I think some people don't like characters who aren't perfect. And I think you have to be going into this understanding the reasons why someone might not want to be out to their family. Yeah. And that it is a complicated thing to navigate, and they might not always behave perfectly to the person who is willing to be out. And like, that's doesn't mean they don't deserve to be loved. And so, yeah, it was really good. It's not too long.
That is very long game-esque.
It's very long game vibes. So I think if you like the long game, and you like established relationship, but you also get flashbacks, so like how they first met, and like high angst. I really liked it.
Let's see. So. I have it on hold already, and let's see how much longer I have to wait. 6 weeks. I'll let you know. Okay.
Circle back. It was good. It was really cute. So yeah, thank you to the person. Someone on TikTok recommended that to me when I said I liked angst, so they were right. It is very angsty, but I loved it. So.
All right, we'll see if it's too angsty for me.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, but let me know.
I'll let you know.
All right, you guys. We'll see you next time for something.
Bye.